Hi, welcome to Mommas and Mannies. I'm your host, Trina. This is a short form podcast for mamas that are looking for a quick burst of me time. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that bell for notifications so you'll know when we come out with a new episode each Monday. And share this with another mama that needs a quick burst of me time. As always, we're going to start this week's episode off with a motivational quote. And the quote says, "Self love is essential to survival. We cannot nurture others from a dry well." Now, I'm sure if you haven't already heard this quote in some iteration, I'm sure you've heard it a time or two, if not just recently. So, again, that quote says, "Self love is essential to survival. We cannot nurture others from a dry well." We definitely cannot nurture others from a dry well. And I'm going to repeat that again. And the reason why is because as mamas, we try to run on a little bit of food, a little bit of coffee if you drink coffee, a little bit of tea, a little bit of energy. And guess what, mama? That well is dry. It's dry as bones. So, what we need to do is step away, allow our family to be okay without us, even if that's taking a long shower, waking up a little bit earlier than everyone else, and go ahead and moisturize that well, put some water into it, fill your cup up. I'm trying to think of another way to say that, but whatever you need to say, you need to pour into yourself. That way, you're not trying to give from a dry well. And also, if you're doing that too often, mamas, it's not coming out pretty. I can tell you that. When I used to wake up a little bit earlier and try to stay up later, it didn't work. It didn't come out pretty the next day. I was cranky, irritated, didn't want to do things, didn't want to sit with the kids, with my girls, and do things like they like to do, like play and things like that. It doesn't work out. So you definitely have to fill your cup up. And remember the next important thing. The first part of this particular quote says, "Self love is essential to survival." That's like the quote I say at the end of each episode. You have to put your self love, your self care as a priority. So, this week's episode, guess what time it is? It's mama time. This week's episode is going to be a midweek refresh for your nails. I'm actually going to use two Color Street products that I really like. First product is the Color Street Nail Strengthener. I try to use this at least twice a week. And when I have a nail set on, I use it. Sometimes I use it as the base coat, and then I definitely try to use it as a top coat all the time because it does help your nail set stay on longer. You can get this from trinasnailbar.com. It's definitely on that site. And also, the second item is cuticle oil. Smells great. It works great on your cuticles, just like it says. I like to use it all around my cuticle bed. But while I'm doing that, so you're just not looking at me or listening to me do my midweek nail refresh, I'm going to read some summer affirmations so you will have the best summer ever. And I'll have the link for the affirmations in the YouTube link as well as on Spotify. It's 15 affirmations, so it's actually a short list. So I'll try to read through all of them. The first one says, "I am radiating with health and happiness that shines from the inside out." That's a really nice quote. I am radiating with health and happiness that shines from the inside out. The second one says, "Every day there is a new reason to smile, and I share my joy freely with others." So that is a really good one, a great affirmation to say each day. Every day there is a new reason to smile, and I share my joy freely with others. Next one, "I feel beautiful, confident, and free in my body, and know that others see the best parts of me. So I want you to start right now and say that one out loud. If you're in the office, say it to yourself. Say, I feel beautiful, confident, and free in my body, and know that others see the best parts of me. So that's a really good one to get your day started off and to start your week off. Next, there are no limitations to my happiness, and I can do anything my heart yearns for. I am joyfully attracting an adventure to somewhere new that will open my heart and energize my spirit. So I'm going to read that one again. I am joyfully attracting an adventure to something, to somewhere new that will open my heart and energize my spirit. So even with that one, with me saying something, I think you can actually put that there too. So somewhere, something, someone that will bring, that will open your heart and energize your spirit. Definitely, you can be open to that. Next, every day I am becoming more playful and adventurous. And I think that's something good to think about for the summer, especially if you have some additional days off of work and you're going to be spending some time with your kids. Because kids love adventure, they love doing different stuff. Next is I am surrounded by love and happiness wherever I go. That's a good one, definitely, to keep out negative energy. So go ahead and tell yourself, I am surrounded by love and happiness wherever I go. Next, we have I feel freedom and ease in having new experiences and welcome more pleasant surprises in my life. Nine, I allow myself to fully express how I feel and what I want. Ooh, that's a big one, especially at work, with your kids, with your husband if you're married. I allow myself to fully express how I feel and what I want. So just a pause right here. When I put on my cuticle oil, I like to put it all around my cuticle. Usually I would let my nail strengthener dry. So I put it around the cuticle bed, and then I also do it around the tip of the finger as well. And then what I'll do is put it around that entire nail. I'll let it sit for a few minutes and then I'll rub it in. I won't have time to rub it in on the episode. Next, we have I am a creative spirit and joyful explorer of both my inner and outer worlds. I am opening up to blissful possibilities through new relationships every day. I am opening up to blissful possibilities through new relationships every day. I liberate myself from the past and move forward happily towards new experiences. That's always a good one to say anytime, not just in the summer, because you definitely want to move on from the past so you can look forward to happily. I'm sorry, look and move forward happily towards new experiences. That's me trying to remix the affirmation. Then we have I move through life with effortless grace and appreciate how things always seem to fall in place. Ooh, that is a really good one. Because sometimes we're thinking, oh man, things didn't happen the way they were supposed to be. And guess what, mama? Things are coming out exactly how they're supposed to be. They may not be how you wanted them to be, but there is something that is working in your favor, a higher power, God, Jesus, whoever you may believe in, and it's working out exactly how it's supposed to be. And the last affirmation is I listen to my intuition and allow myself to experience the flow of whatever life takes me. I'm going to repeat that one again. I listen to my intuition and allow myself to experience the flow of wherever life takes me. So, those were just 15 quick affirmations you can start your week off, your month off, your day off. Repeat those to yourself. I'll have the link listed in the show notes on YouTube as well as Spotify and wherever else you listen to your podcast. That way, you can have these in your purse so you can pull them out whenever you need to. And just remember, share this with another mama that needs some me time. Like or give us a thumbs up for a like and hit the bell for notifications. And remember, as always, me time is essential and it's never selfish. Have a great week, mama.